G'day gang, Danny! How's it going folks? We're back in the Lord of the Rings Online, The Mines of Moria Let's Play series. We gotta go to Bossy in the Crossroads on Durin's Way. Where's that? Durin's Way, here we go. So to get there, we go back here and somehow navigate our way through all of this to get to the top. Okay. Well, I probably should do that, but I'm kind of curious about these quests here. So I might do these quests, or I'll do one of them or something like that.
Perhaps soon we will toast our victory against the Orcs of Moria!
If you are looking for tasks, we have plenty of them, Dan. The most pressing issue is probably that of our closest neighbors. Styling, one of our miners, was sent back reports of a great goblin settlement to near here, unfortunately. The name of the place is Ganil, and you can find Styling there making an assessment of the threat. You head south from the deep descent, and then take the east path to the crossroads, and you should find Styling there. What do you got, Steer? Lost Dwarf?
I doubt that Lord Balin still lives.
This will be my head for sure. I was not supposed to send Flick out there with any tasks, but he kept begging me. His father is leading one of the eastern parties of the expedition. If he knew I let his son go out there and he never came back, they would probably throw me down one of the fissures here. I would never be heard from again, unless of course you could find him. You would be saving my beard if you managed it. Another quest? Would you like some ore samples as well?
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
You may wonder why we have come to this vast deep, Dan, and scattered to the wind as we did. The Silvertine Lodes are famous for being the first and primary source of true silver, or mithril, as it's called by many. A large branch of miners have gathered for an expedition in to search the Silvertine from head to toe, starting at the toes, in the roots here. We have not much chance to mine yet, as we are beset by dangers and missing dwarves and other mishaps. Would you care to do the honors of mining ore in the vicinity of the deep? Man, maybe I gotta start increasing the text size again. Falgir?
We have seen naught of Durin's Bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
Oh, this is a fellowship quest. Oh, let's give it a go. Quest level 56. Ooh, it's a bit high, isn't it? It's a little bit high. Anyway, a moment of your time if you would. When first we entered this place, we had no intention of pushing as far as we did so quickly. Now that we have breached this far down into the depths, we see the horror of what transpired here. There are some discoveries that make many of us uncomfortable. It is bad enough to know that there are orcs and goblins all about, but to think that they have breached some of our most hallowed and secret holds gives one reason to hoist a hammer and crack some goblin skulls. Still, we have orders and we must abide them, lest we endanger everything we attempt here. My friends Garthar and Halfberg are concerned about some discoveries we've been seeing as of late. Crystals, dull and black looking, more like glass than crystals, have been turning up here and there, and we do not know what this signifies. Speak with my friend Garthar if you would, and see what he knows. Garthar, mate, there's so many dwarves, here we go.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Aye, these crystals bear the mark of the great dwarf treasury long forgotten beneath this place. Mithril may well have been the true wealth of Moria, but it was not the only wealth we knew here. There were many riches to be harvested from these mines. Anything that was not mithril was taken to treasuries throughout Moria, and there stored for safekeeping. Complex puzzles guarded the treasure therein, and now they are well hidden by the ingenuity of the dwarves. I also know that one of our treasuries has recently been breached by enemies. Our orders bid us to stay here, surely for our own safety, but I have a good mind to disobey. Alas, I have no more news to share, but feel free to tell Falgir all that I have said. He's right there, he would have heard everything, mate.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Gatha thinks the vault is breached, does he? Well then, that makes decisions more obvious if you ask me. Are you looking for a bit of work?
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
If you are to enter the vault of the Forgotten Treasury, we must prepare you for what you are to face. It is located to the south and east of here, though more southerly than east. Between our hold and your destination are many orcs. These orcs are likely a smaller, stupider breed than the ones you will encounter inside the treasury, for it would take cunning enemies to enter such a protected place. It would do you well to hunt the lesser orcs for a short while. This will give me time to prepare you for the adventure. You head southeast and south of here and collect a bundle of scraps from these orcs, then return to me when you have enough. Well, he's talking it up like as if this is really going to be quite tough. I mean, the level is significantly higher than what I am, so I might do this quest and then we'll see what we can do after that. I do, for the most part, want to stick to the main quest, the epic quest line. But if I can do a few of these on the side, then that's fine. I mean, we are fairly low in level, so I think you have to be, what, level 60 by the time you get out of here? So hopefully that doesn't mean we're going to have too many issues. But you never know. More horse samples. Deep's glowworm. You're not going to attack me, are you, glowworm? We're friendly here, are we? Nope, no we're not. Not at all. Yeah, just prior to this recording, I was having a look at the world map, or the map in the mines of Moria again. Here we go. Oh, I've hopped out of it. Hang on a second. Let's go back here. And I was looking. See, I wish I could get rid of this thing. It's always in the way. So yeah, Silvertine Lodes, the Flaming Deeps, the Redhorn Lodes, Foundation. There's so much here. So I think I might have to start following the main quest, so I can get through. Not that I want to rush it, but I do want to move along, you know? That is the reason why we started focusing on the epic quest line. As much as I'd love to do every quest in the game, I only have so many years to live, right? And I'm talking like, you know, if it takes 50 years to get through this stuff, it's going to take a little bit too long. I think somebody had asked me recently whether I was doing a 100% playthrough of a game, and I thought, look, if I was streaming it 8 hours a day, then yeah, maybe. But the format is like half an hour to 40 minutes, you know, every couple of days for most of these series, so it's quite an effort. It's a long, dedicated effort to be able to go through all that. Not something that I can commit to. Enemies of the Deep Descent.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for Dine Ironfoot!
Well met, good man. As you see, I have discovered some very unfriendly neighbors of the Deep Descent.
We will not retreat before anyone!
Well done. We have been lucky so far in that the goblins infesting Khazad-dûm seem to be terribly disorganized, with inept leaders. Nevertheless, we cannot relax our guard. If I read things rightly, there is one particular leader among the nearby goblin tribe who's been bold enough to organize a raid against the Deep Descent, and I think it would be best if he doesn't live long enough to carry out his ploy. See if you cannot, perhaps, weaken the goblin forces in Gamil and deal with their chieftain while you're at it. I'm on it, pal. Oh, got another quest for me. Armors of the Deep.
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our holes!
The make of the goblin armor disturbs me, Dan. It is finer than I would expect them to have, and certainly to make themselves. If the goblins are being supplied with armor and equipment from elsewhere in Khazad-dûm, then I think we had best find out where that source is and remove it. However, I cannot be certain of my fears unless I have some of their armor to examine. For that purpose, I would have you collect some of that armor from the goblins while you're in Gamelfilik. Now this guy's also got the forward up here as well.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane!
Yeah, so he's telling me to go to Bosi. I wonder if I actually got to go. I go up there and then I come back down here anyway. Oh, whatever. We're already on this path. Oh. Gotcha. Yes, yes, yes. While I'm taking out these Moria guards, folks, if you're enjoying the series and this episode, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you'd like to help support the channel, click on the join button, become a YouTube member here, get your name in the credits. Oh, we took him out already. Oh, there we go. Yeah, get your name in the credits, a little YouTube member badge when you comment, or if you're chatting live streams. A couple of emotes there as well. That can be used. Armor of the Deep. Yes, that would be appreciated. Alright. Let's just take out more of these guys. I'm a bit nervous about walking across a bit of metal. It's like a nice big drop, and there's just this thin sheet of metal here. Take out the goblins. Made a 9. Scout down. Just need the swathes of... the swatches of fabric, rather. Oh, look at that. Another big entrance. Entering that dude's mouth. Beautiful. Alright, let's go back. Tell that dude the job has been done. Oh, in the shadows. You got a Gred big over there. Right, so we're drifting away. Hopefully this leads back to where we need to be. There we go, there's my friend.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for Dine Ironfoot!
Ah, I had feared this was the case. Upon a closer look, it is no mystery where this came from. These suits incorporate old pieces of dwarf metal and armor from long ago. The craftsmanship is so fine that even the vast span of years between has not destroyed it. Unfortunately, what time could not ruin, the foul hands of goblin smiths have. Some of these pieces must have been rebeaten and reworked a dozen times by now, and worn by even more goblins over the years, since they were looted from the fallen or from hidden armories of old. I fear they are of no use to us now. They serve only as another reminder of the ancient tragedies that engulfed fair Khazad-dûm in the darkness. So,
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
Gathrok has fallen. That should set the goblins back again in their efforts to organize against us. Shoulders of Gamul. Yeah. I'll take that. Let's pop those on. Deadfall.
We will not retreat before anyone!
I explore. I like how he's all like pumped up, but he's just taking a knee. I explored the secret passage while you were distracting the goblins inside Gamul, and I am quite pleased to report that it is safe. It brings us to a tunnel right near Puklaw, who looks to be a terrifying foe, the likes of whom I had not anticipated. But there is good news. I thought I espied a loose bit of rock that would make a good trap for Puklaw's downfall. If you sneak behind through the hidden passage, I think you will be able to get through and crush that villain by luring him to the trap. Alright, where's that? Deadfall? Oh, it's right here, okay. The dark passage? Moria, God, are you just having a snack there, are you? Hey, eat some of this while you're at it. Dwarf med Deadfall? Oh, there they are. There they are. Let's sort this out. The trap has been set. Hey, Puklaw. Hey, Puklaw, come over here, buddy. Puklaw has fallen. Moria guard got out through somehow. Alright, back through the dark passage.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane!
So Puklaw lies in a grave of stone. Hopefully that will remind the goblins to whom Khazad-dûm truly belongs. I do not care what evil lords support them. The very bones of Khazad-dûm stand against them. Alright, so I imagine we'll probably end up coming back to this guy. Or maybe one of these quests. Must have missed an ore sample. No, near the camp, okay. That was a different one. Oh no, it was up there. Hang on. Hey. It is up there. This is the deep descent after all. chip away at it, pal. Do the hard work. Alright, that's 8 of 8. Got a fair few quests to hand in, and then we got this last one, the Lost Dwarf down there. Well, let's go hand these in first. Because that Lost Dwarf will probably lead on to a whole bunch of other quests.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm.
So, our goblin neighbors will likely not trouble us in the future. Well, that's excellent news, Dan. Thank you for helping styling at Gamelphilic.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Good work! These certainly came from good strong orcs, which means that you will be ready for the fight ahead. I will tell you all I know, then send you to speak with Garthar and Halfberg, for they, like myself, have tasks within the vault.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Orcs are bad news, of that there is no debate, but some orcs are worse than others. Garthar and myself ran into some trouble with a brutal sort of orc a short time back. We thought nothing of it at the time, as we bested the foe, but they proved powerful while alone. I cannot imagine that their power would diminish at all in a crowd. These orcs use the very shadows in the mine against you. Be careful when you fight them, but fight them nonetheless. And when you have bested them in the vault, return here to me. The Forgotten Treasury lies a fair journey to the south and southeast of our location, here in the Deep Descent. Do yourself a favor, my friend. Do not travel within the place alone. But I think I probably will.
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
If you are traveling into the Forgotten Treasury, as I expect you are, I would ask that you take the time to see that any relics or coins already taken out of the place are returned to us here. We would not like to disturb anything that is still intact within the treasury itself, but anything already spoiled by the orcs should be returned to us here. Should you find anything befitting, I would ask that you collect these items from within the treasury and return them here to me at the Deep Descent. The Forgotten Treasury lies to the south of here.
If we drive the orcs from Khazad-dûm, will it be enough?
You must be the man that Falgir has been going on about. I suppose you do have the look of an adventurer, though you seem a little soft around the middle. Ah! He tells me you mean to enter the Forgotten Treasury to the south and southeast of the Deep Descent. If you do, I wanted to warn you about the troll twins, Skoom and Arolf. They are quite alike in temperament, it is said. Some of our company have come across them at times, but few ever survive. Should you find yourself facing them, I will be greatly in your debt if you would deal with them once and for all. Our scouts last saw them in the area where the Forgotten Treasury was found, south and southeast of our location here in the Deep Descent. South and southeast, right? Just checking.
Abide here a moment, and speak with me.
If you are making your way into the Forgotten Treasury, I would ask that you do me a favor and collect any of the crystals that you'll find within. They have very little value outside of this place, but their qualities were never fully researched, and history states that none who touch the things have ever felt that they would be used for good purposes. If you make your way to the Forgotten Treasury south and southeast of the Deep Descent, collect as many of these as you can and return them to me. Where was that again? To the west? Is it to the west? Slightly to the west, Halieth, the light from the shadow. Is it kind of to the north a bit? I'm a little bit confused.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Ah, you're back. Wonderful. Let me take a look at what you've collected. Steer carefully examines each piece of ore closely by holding them up to his squinting eye and rolling them gently in his fingers. Oh, no mithril yet, just ordinary iron here, I believe. Oh, this is disappointing, but I am not surprised, nor shall I give up hope. There are many places yet to explore in the Silvertine Lodes.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm. Stay and speak with me a moment.
Buddy, we just talked. A band of miners from the Deep Descent have pushed forth into the Silvertine Lodes to establish a small mining camp in the center of this area. you should seek Thalfar along the path towards Menemberej and give him my regards. He will likely need your help getting things started. Alright. I wonder if that elf is also on the same quest that I'm doing. And maybe going to this place. Might be an opportunity to team up if I see him on the outside. If needed, I mean, I don't know. It's like level 56. But it does say fellowship, so if I was level 56 or a little bit above, probably wouldn't worry about it too much. Also, I've got no idea if I'm going the right way. Just in uncharted territory here, heading towards that campsite. I've got some mining carts. Tracks have been laid out. Oh, here we go.
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
Following the winding road.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Hail, traveler! This guy's really clapping up a storm. Hail, traveler! Are you here to help us get our feet wet? Good! We can always use another pair of hands.
I doubt that Lord Balin still lives.
Forgive me for placing yet another burden upon you, but the miners have complained that the platform of Menemberej is frequently overrun by goblins or other creatures, and they need it patrolled more frequently to keep such threats at bay while they prospect for mithril. I won't have my miners picked off by goblin filth. I need you to go and patrol that platform and clear it of creatures to ensure the miners' safety. Alright, we also got an item here, which gives 82 agility. I'll pop that on. Goofy.
We have seen naught of Durin's Bane. Beware if you journey into Moria.
Greetings to you, good man. I am Goofy at your service. It is a great day to be a dwarf, I tell you, and I am privileged to see the retaking of Khazad-dûm in person. As we arrived here, I noticed the railway directly to the west. I sense that there are untapped mining prospects there, for the Lodes of the Silvertine are the richest in veins in all of Moria, and likely in all of Middle-earth. Would you be so good as to scout prospective paths in the tunnels and hang signs of any clear dead ends so that we know where to start our search? Goofy, Goofy, Goofy. I would love to do that, but you guys keep giving me quests to do. Now this guy's got another one. The miners.
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
Our best hope of finding Mithril in the Silvertine Lodes is to reclaim and repair the platform of Menemberej. If you ask me, if you could begin by restoring the wheels on the platform, that would be most helpful, GameolioDan. Okay. Where to start first? So we do have a campfire here. So I'll set my marker there so I can come back to that. So the other place where we were getting all those other quests, south and south. Relics and coins. Depleted crystals. It's all over here. Okay, so I guess it was south and south, south and southwest. But you got to go south for a bit. It's not straight, it's not just southwest. And they really drummed that point into me, didn't they? There's a dead end here. Mark it up. The rails stop at a dead end here, that's true. Oh man, don't you want to? You just want to go to a minecart and go on this ride? First person perspective. Did you hit me with that disease? I got poisoned or something. Right, another dead end. Where's the quest on the right? Okay, 2 of 3. And then we got intact passages. The passage is intact, but you notice a sense of dread hanging about this particular tunnel. Okay. So shall we just walk away or do we just keep going? Common sense would probably say, turn around and go back. Bright pot prospects. Where else is it telling me to go? Over here. Right next to the camp. I'm expecting to see something crazy around the corner. A hive queen? Is that the dread, the hive queen? Let me just take care of that for him. Yeah, just go ahead and take care of that business. Okay, so we're good now, right? Alright, let's use this, go back to camp, and then I'll be able to just scoot on over here to the side. Oh, I like that effect. Dead end. Post signs of the... Oh, you didn't... Why didn't you tell me that? What? Thought that was going to just happen automatically. Okay. Post signs at the dead end. So is that an item I got to click on? Oh, here we go. I did see, yeah, I saw that one over there. I wonder if I just sort of skipped ahead there, and the next quest is going to be go that way and investigate that area, take out the hive queen. Jump the gun. 2 of 3. Do. Alright, can mount up, return, hand in this quest. See if they want us to go to the hive. Take out the next queen, the second queen.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Dread, you say? Bah! A dwarf does not fear a little dreariness in a mine shaft. According to you, that is the best and only road, and so that is where we will begin. I thank you for your report, Dan. However nonsensical its delivery. Come on, mate. Just did you a favour.
We have seen naught of Durin's Bane. Beware if you journey into Moria.
According to our maps and Balin's own records, there is a mining site along the tunnel where you began to fret for your safety. You shall try to overcome your worry and see what you can find there of Balin's expedition. My hope is that there is great potential in that mine for our own dwarves. Do let me know what you find, Dan. I'm counting on you. This guy. Why are you so worried? Why are you so worried? Just get in there and bloody do it. What's this? Very well then, you will see. We will be finding veins of mithril and clusters in gems in no time. What?
Mithril, it is called by the elves, and true silver in the common tongue, but the dwarves do not share their own secret name. The hope of finding it has led many dwarves to their doom in Moria, for they seldom heed the dire warnings when their hearts yearn for mithril, cold and bright in the dark.
Let's get to it.